city of angels. I grew up in the suburbs. Anyone else?
Yes!
Yeah. So we've always said we're from Chicago. I love when people find out your hometown, they always ask you if you know, like, some obscure person, you know? Like, oh, you're from Chicago? This is a long shot, but, like, do you know my dead 8th grade teacher? No? Oh, big city. Oh. This is a shot in the dark, but have you ever met, like, a Carly? Yeah? She's a black labradoodle? Oh, you have! Small world. I'm going to be moving into a new apartment soon with a roommate. Yeah, very exciting. I'll finally have a man around the house strong enough to fold my boxes. That should be nice. It's hard when you have the physique of a vacuum-sealed steak. Yeah, this up here is just 100% organ weight. If I wanted to be skinnier, I would have to donate something. I didn't want to wear too tight of a shirt tonight, because if I did, you'd be able to see my washboard ribs. Yeah. Right now, I live in a studio that's even smaller than I am, if that's possible. It's so small, if I lift up the toilet seat, I can't get out of the apartment. And these walls are like paper thin, right? I sneeze, I hit 2 walls. The other day, I was laying in my futon, which is sad, and I could have sworn I heard someone, beating the shit out of someone else. Yeah, seriously, it's so awkward because it's like, do I call the police? Right? But then I heard the Game of Thrones intro, and I was like, I'll wait until after the episode. Yeah, finding an apartment was really hard. I think it's a lot like dating, you know, because you give a bunch of strangers your number, and then they reject you because of your income. Happened to me a few times. Yeah, dating is a lot like getting apartments, because, like, you're never gonna find the perfect apartment. You know, you're always gonna have to settle for something, right? Like, I would prefer a girlfriend who likes my family, my face, my jokes. But I'll settle for someone that's a good liar. On the other hand, my roommate, he really wants a dishwasher, right? But he'll settle for someone that puts out. Guess none of us here put out. I don't think I could ever move back home again, you know? Even though it was nice not having to pay rent, living with the pay rents. I think they were just too strict, you know? Like, growing up, my parents would put a 4-digit passcode on every TV channel except ESPN. Yeah, that way I would either do my homework or become a man's man. And I'm here tonight, so clearly neither of those things happened. Yeah, I think parents with kids, which is redundant, they shouldn't be too strict, right? Because it just teaches kids to find loopholes. You know, people are good at finding loopholes, right? That's why all of Chicago say they share the same 4 Netflix accounts. Yeah, or I'll give you another example, right? In my house growing up, my mom had a rule against toy weapons in the house. Nothing, right? No Nerf guns, no squirt guns, no little plastic swords to hold cherries on kitty cocktails. And it's ridiculous, right? Like, and I think it was because my mom grew up on a farm with over 20 shotguns. Yeah, and I know this might be a not okay thing to say in a Chicago improv theater, but I think that should be illegal. Yeah, no one has that many dogs to put down. Yeah. I mean, that's how Carly died, right? Well, in our household, there was one loophole, right? And that was if you learned how to swim, you could pick out any toy from the dollar store. So, On the day they threw me into the pool, and I didn't sink to the bottom, I went to the Dollar Tree with my mom, and I picked out a bag of Army men. And I thought I had worked the system. I found the loophole. Until the next morning, I walk into the family room, and I see the Army men scattered about on the sand-colored carpets like the beaches of Normandy. And I reach down, and I pick up one Army man, and then another. And then I realize my mom had taken a pair of scissors. Don't get ahead of me. And individually cut off the gun on every soldier. Not only that, she also cut off their hands. My mom found her own loophole that day, and she violated the Geneva Convention. Yeah, and then I was left with, like, what? A bag of veterans? And we all know that's something this country would not pay $1 for.